The most important actions you can take before winter weather strikes is advanced preparation. Adequate preparation and common sense can make the difference between life and death. Here are some preparedness actions you can do for your home in advance of the winter season. Make sure your heating system has been inspected and is operating safely and efficiently. Make sure you have a good supply of heating fuel on hand. Have your chimney swept thoroughly to remove soot buildup. Purchase a bag of rock salt when walkways on your property become icy. Fill your snowblower with gasoline in advance. Check your snow shovels for signs of significant wear and tear, such as bent edges, and replace them. Finally, have at the ready a winter home emergency kit. The kit should have an extra supply of non-perishable food, bottled water, extra prescription and over-the-counter medicine, a battery-operated radio, flashlights, and extra warm blankets. Candles are not recommended as they can cause fires if knocked over. Get your vehicle prepared in advance for Old Man Winter. Make sure your vehicle is fully winterized. What does this mean? Check your vehicle's battery. If it has not been replaced in over 4 years, consider replacing it. Most automotive stores can do this for you with little to no extra cost. Make sure that your brake lights and headlights are working. Snow tires are recommended for winter travel in the North Country. Those snow tires will not provide any extra traction in icy conditions. Regardless of which tires you use, check the tire pressure and make sure they are sufficiently inflated. Fill up your windshield wiper fluid to full. Keep your gas tank near full. This will keep your gas lines from freezing. It is also strongly recommended you make an emergency winter travel kit for your car. This should contain bottled water, non-perishable foods such as nuts and protein bars, a blanket, small snow shovel, windshield scraper, emergency flares, a small bag of sand for traction, a flashlight, and jumper cables. Having this kit available will keep you safe if your vehicle becomes disabled. One of the most important things you can do during the winter is to keep informed of current and forecast weather conditions. It's also important to know the difference between watches, warnings, and advisories. Generally, watches provide notice that potentially hazardous or life-threatening winter weather conditions are possible within 48 hours. Winter storm warnings are used to indicate life-threatening winter weather conditions that are imminent or occurring within 24 hours. And winter storm advisories are used to indicate potentially hazardous winter weather is imminent or occurring within 24 hours. Finally, always obey the advice of state and local authorities. Here are some safety and preparedness tips to protect your home and property during winter. If you are planning to be away for an extended period of time, do not turn off your heat. You run the risk of your pipes freezing and/or bursting if there is no heat in your household. It's not uncommon to lose electricity during winter storms. Should you lose electricity, use flashlights for lighting, as candles can be a fire hazard. If you have a generator, ensure it has adequate ventilation. Carbon monoxide poisoning can be a deadly consequence of a poorly ventilated generator inside a home. If you lose heat, you can close doors to unneeded rooms and cover door cracks with towels. This will keep heat trapped inside and not allow heat to escape. If you have a cell or mobile phone, make sure it is charged to full prior to a winter storm. This will allow you to phone for assistance if power is lost. Keep sidewalks salted regularly to allow for safe walking environment for you and your family. Proper cold weather garments are essential for very cold temperatures. Your extremities are the most susceptible to frostbite. Hence, it is most important to wear a hat and mittens in very cold temperatures to protect your fingers and head. Loose-fitting and lightweight clothing in layers provide the most protection from the cold. The reason why loose-fitting garments are preferred is because the extra trapped air in loose-fitting clothing can act as an insulator. Driving during winter weather conditions isn't always avoidable, but if winter weather conditions are occurring, it is strongly encouraged that you plan ahead and/or avoid traveling entirely, if possible. If you must travel, it is strongly encouraged that you notify a family member, friend, or your place of work of your intentions, including when you plan to leave and your primary route. Someone will then be made aware of your travel plans if you become stranded or disabled. If you have a cell phone, make sure it's fully charged. Keep informed of the road and weather conditions and the weather forecast before you travel. Be aware that weather conditions while traveling near mountain passes can become hazardous very quickly and suddenly, resulting in deteriorating road conditions. We also provide links to Vermont and New York State road conditions. However, keep in mind that road conditions on these sites are updated by state governments and not the National Weather Service. While traveling, practice common sense and use safe driving principles. Drive for the current road conditions. In other words, drive at speeds that road conditions allow. Weather conditions may not allow travelers to drive at posted speed limits safely. Also keep in mind that asphalt that appears to be wet could instead be black ice. Keep a safe distance between you and the car in front of you, especially in very low visibility situations. Should you become stranded or disabled on the roadway, open your window a little to allow in fresh air. Keep your exhaust pipe free of snow to allow vehicle exhaust to escape. For additional preparedness and safety information, refer to the following federal, state, and local government and humanitarian websites. Thank you for listening to this presentation. For more information, visit us on the web at www.weather.gov/Burlington, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter.